Hi, welcome to Grace Music Studio. Today I'm going to talk about struggle and how I help my music students overcome their struggles using certain principles and how I am using those same principles for myself regarding technology in the computer, which is my biggest struggle. So I'm going to start by telling you a little bit of background about my struggle with technology. I bought my first computer when I was 29 years old, and I decided in high school that I was not going to take a typing class because I was never going to be a secretary. Well, when I moved to New York to be an actress and a singer, and also I needed a job, one of the only things that I could do was temp. And if you've ever temped, you know that temping requires that you do a lot of secretarial work, including typing. So my typing skills were very, very poor. So much so that I had a job once where a client asked me to take dictation. No bad jokes there. And I said, yeah, sure, go ahead. So he started speaking, and I started typing, but since at that time I only typed with one finger, literally, I pretended that I was typing. So I was typing, nonsense. And thank goodness for me, he took a long time in between thoughts to think things out. And while he was thinking, I went back with my one finger and fixed all the text. So at one point he said to me, "Oh, Julia, can I see what I've written?" "Oh, no, that's okay. You know what? I'll read it to you." So I got through that, but I decided that I would go home that night and memorize the keyboard because how hard could it be? I played piano, so it couldn't be that hard. Anyway, that has been my extent. That's my relationship with technology has always been, oh, I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I'm never going to figure it out. And so a coach I hired suggested that I use the same principles I used with my students on myself in the realm of technology. I'm going to share those with you today. The first thing that I use with my students, if an adult student or any student comes in and says, I can't sing that note, I can't sing that piece, I can't sing it all, the first thing that I do is I talk to them about how singing works. So I break it down into small, manageable, bite-sized thoughts for them so they don't feel overwhelmed. And I'm going to show you on my computer, I have put a little list up including baby steps, and I'll show you that in a second. That seems to really help people. Once they know that what it is they're trying to do, it's much easier for them to say, okay, I understand, and I'm gonna move forward. Baby steps. I'll just go learn a little bit. The second thing that I use with my students is what I call conscious command statements. In singing, a lot of times unconscious thoughts are going on. The I can't is unconscious, meaning we get maybe to a high note, and our brain thinks, without us being conscious of it, I can't do that. So what I suggest that students instead say to themselves, oh, I can sing that note. Oh, I'm really liking singing this note. This note is an easy note for me to sing. These are 3 examples of conscious command statements. And you say them over and over and over again in your mind, and it overrides the unconscious thought. It doesn't happen immediately, but it definitely happens over time. Say a month of doing this, all of a sudden your conscious command thought, oh, I really love singing this high note, becomes what is unconscious rather than the other unconscious track. And the third thing that I use with students is I tell them they don't have to be perfect. And that was really important for me to apply to myself. I don't have to be perfect, obviously. I am still not a perfect typist, I'm sure you can imagine. So imperfect action or taking steps knowing that they're not going to be perfect is great. And now I'm going to show you my little thing that I have on my computer to help me with this. And so far, I just started it last week, but so far I haven't been tempted to throw the computer out the window, which happens to me at least 4 times a day, and it hasn't happened in a week, so that's fantastic. I'm going to show you that right now. So this is my little list. I'm learning, I can't break the internet, imperfect is great, and baby steps. So those are the things that I am working on to help myself. So I hope this is helpful.